Coming up on Channel 15 News, we have a behind-the-scenes look at the Christmas play. Also, an investigative report from Nigel Winthrop and Max Powers on corruption, break, and much more. Welcome to VTV News.
At Winthrop News headquarters in WHS, this is VTV News with lead anchors Charles Oftenson and Crash Cooper, Caroline O'Donnell on weather, and lead investigative reporters Max Powers and Nigel Winters. This is VTV 15 News.
Welcome, I'm Charles Oftenson, and I'm Crash Cooper. We start off with the big news today with a behind-the-scenes look at the making of WHS holiday play. Here's Eric.
Thanks, Charles. It's that time of year again in Winthrop High School. Spirits are high, the snow is falling, and the Christmas show is on the way. This is Winthrop's annual Christmas show that seems to get better and better every year. Reporting for a little behind-the-scenes action of the play is Viking 15's other Eric Edson. Eric, how's the play coming along?
Well, other Eric, the play is coming along quite nicely. As you can see behind me, the play is slowly starting to take its shape. But the bar is set pretty high this year after last year's outstanding SNL theme. So let's take a little sneak peek behind the scenes of what goes into making this Christmas play so special. The Christmas show here at Winthrop High School has always been a tradition that never fails to impress. Run by Mr. Christopher Donnelly and his mentor in class, the show was put on for the whole student body right before their Christmas break. There is no doubt that these kids love putting on the show year after year, and it is clear that their hard work pays off. They're going to need to work extra hard this year if they want to top the infamous Spartan cheerleader skit from last year that had students laughing out of their seats.
I rank it, I don't know, like a 10 or 100, I don't know.
Gotta look forward to. There's a lot of comedy going on, a lot of funny moments, and it's a good theme. It's an original theme, something we haven't actually tried to do before. So. Unlike last year's, definitely. A little bit stressful, so. It's a fun show, though. Don't get me wrong.
I think it's really fun. I love it.
I've had a lot of fun. I have a great time with the drama class. It's a total blast because they're very independent. I don't have to do that much except sort of oversee what they do and kind of sometimes steer ideas along, but mostly they bring all the ideas in. They're very self-motivated. They really want the show to be great. It's a major class project, but they really want to do a great job just for the school. They want everyone to enjoy it. They want Mr. Donnelly's kids to have a great experience, so I have enjoyed it a lot.
Earlier, I had the chance to talk to Mr. Christopher Donnelly himself about his thoughts on the show. This is going to be his last year, for he's retiring at the end of the year and handing over his spot to Mr. Crombie.
Oh, I think it's one of the best things we do all year. You know, everybody talks about the rally and they talk about spread the word, but for me, this is the most fun because you have an audience that's in front of you. There's kids that get together for a 2-month period and work towards one goal, and not only are they're not all friends all the time. You know what I mean? So they have different views of different things in school. Yet they come together, practice for 5 weeks, and then get on stage. Some kids have never been on stage before, so I think this is the reason that's the best thing that I do. Yeah. It has a lot to do with me. It has a lot to do with Miss Kalinda and the wonderful talent that she has and the great imagination of the advanced drama kids. Some kids have been in the play for 2 or 3 years. If they were in drama as a sophomore, now they're a senior, they've got it down. So some great writing. They're the ones that do the writing a lot of the time. So I think that's what it takes.
Will Santa be making a guest appearance in this year's show?
Santa supposedly is coming, but you never know. You got to watch out for the weather in Winthrop. Things may change like that, but we certainly hope that Santa will be here this year. Yes. Ho, ho, ho.
As you can see by all the hard work here behind me, this is going to be a great show. The kids are excited, the students are excited, and personally, I'm excited. We're live here at Winthrop High School. I'm Eric Anderson, Viking 15 News.
Wow, the holiday show is looking to be a very jolly show this year. You think so, Crash? Yes, it looks to be a very, very holiday show. Oh, breaking news. Bonky Key with one.
Oh, it's coming? Didn't even know. Hi, I'm Bonky Jones, Viking 15 News. Sorry everyone, I was just updating my Twitter account. Follow me at Bonky, BOTT, Viking 15. I don't play, so don't mess with me. Okay? Hold on here, I'm getting breaking news. Twitter? Hashtags? The new addiction? Here's Gruber with further details.
Go.
Thank you, Bonquiqui. We're here live exploring the new disease called the hashtagging. In the last 2 hours, we have gathered footage on the newfound disease. Hashtag.
Hashtag I love Twitter.
Twitter appears to be the source of this new disease due to its repetitive formatting of placing a pound.
Hashtag if you're not hip to Twitter, hashtag get a life.
Hashtag lemonade.
On every yesterday.
Can I go to the nurse? Hashtag sick probs.
Hashtag go.
Hashtag thanks.
Hashtag teacher problem. Yes, Lauren.
Can I go to the bathroom?
What?
Hashtag I don't want to do gym.
Let me check your grade. I think it's hashtag, yeah, leave me alone.
Twitter is becoming a hazard to students' attention. Oh my god, hashtag no way. Oh my god. This disease is spreading faster than wildfire. Will it ever end?
Hashtag I am in trouble. Hashtag cause I use Twitter too much.
Hashtag lunchtime.
I'm Ruben with Viking 15. Back to you, Bonk Weekly.
And this concludes our segment. I'm Bonk Weekly Jones with Viking 15. Hashtag peace out, y'all.
What a very tremendous story. Yes, indeed. Now we go to the break room where Max tells us more on what the potential corruption within WHS. Max?
The break room. A place where the faculty of Winthrop High School can escape for 20 minutes out of the 6-hour day. A place where they can eat and socialize with other teachers. But is that all that happens in this room? Or is there more to the story? Here's Nigel Winters with the inside scoop.
I'm here in front of the break room where it has been reported that teachers have been siphoning money from the school's budget in this time of economic turmoil. Rumors include a pinball machine, a disco ball, and a 5-star chef from Italy. Let's get the inside scoop. Students have been reporting suspicious activity by teachers throughout the school.
I seen them, right? They came through there when they're with the TVs and the microwaves and the radios. And
where'd they get this cake? Where'd they get the money? Where's my wallet? That's all I can say.
We see a teacher suspiciously walking into the break room. We go to teacher Jennifer Adams for more information. Jennifer, may I call you Jennifer?
No, definitely not.
Well, anyway, Jennifer, we were wondering what really is going on behind the closed doors of the break room. How do you explain all the funds pouring in there?
Well, there's certain things that teachers need in order to stay relaxed, because teaching can be a pretty stressful job dealing with kids all the time. So those are things that we as faculty members need.
Really? You need $25,000 worth of things? Because that's what's the budget at stake. Teachers are refusing to own up to the missing money and refuse to answer any further questions. For VTV Channel 15 News, I'm Nigel Winters. Charles, back to you.
Thank you, Nigel. Keep up the good work. That was a very compelling investigation, don't you think? Yes, indeed. All right, now we go to everyone's favorite topic, politics.
Hi, I'm Dave Capone, and today on Let's Talk Politics, a hot topic hit the halls of WHS. Vice President Aaron O'Leary has been seen trying to sabotage President Joe Goviel. Now we will take you live to our field reporter, Jake McKinnon.
Thanks, Dave. Jake McKinnon here with Aaron O'Leary, Vice President of the senior class. Aaron, are the rumors true?
What rumors? I have no idea what you're talking about.
What are your feelings about Joe Goviel?
I love Joe.
What would you do differently if you were president?
Everything.
Wow, looks like the rumors are true. Let's hear the other side of the story. Now we'll show you some footage from earlier when field reporter Jake McKinnon interviewed President Joe Goviel.
Thanks, Dave. Jake McKinnon here with Senior President Joe Goviel. Joe, what's your relationship status with Aaron O'Leary?
Well, we are currently married on Facebook, so that's like pretty intense. Like that's the biggest like love contract you can get this day and age. Like you just don't break that. Those just don't happen all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Rumor has it that Erin's been talking smack talk about you. Have you heard anything?
Well, being my wife and all, now I'm a little upset. You know, she has been acting a little weird around me lately. Hasn't been making me the kind of sandwiches I usually get, so I'm a little offended. You know?
Have you thought about confronting her?
I guess I'm gonna have to now. I'm gonna have to sit her down after dinner, you know, put her down, nice candlelight, and give her a good talking to.
Alright, thanks Joe. Now back to you, Dave.
Thanks, Jake. That's all for politics today. Now back to you, Charles.
Wow, I love politics. I beg to differ. Now let's go to Edna, who has a very fiery story for us about internal human combustion. Edna?
Thanks, Charles. We have a fiery topic for you today. A sudden outbreak of spontaneous human combustion has occurred throughout Winthrop High School. Several students and faculty have been getting set afire, in some cases exploding. Here's Ted Logan with the latest.
Here I am in one of the hallways of Winthrop High School, and as you can see, there are ashes all over the place. They are the remains of certain students and faculty. Strangely enough, there has been no damages to anything in the school from these random incinerations. Even stranger is that the administration has not closed the school due to these circumstances. Excuse me, sir, may I have a word with you?
Yes, sure.
It must be terrible witnessing these events. Like, before your very eye, what is it like, and do you think the school should be closed?
It's terribly disturbing to see this. Just seeing students go up in flames left and right. I was in my AP Calculus class, second period today actually, and the student across from me just all of a sudden was just on fire. And everybody was just screaming. It's pretty scary. And I do think the school should be closed down for a couple days. What the school should do is have a policy where
We apologize for the technical difficulties. We are going to check back with him now. Ted is now currently with the school's chemistry teacher, who may actually have some information on the epidemic's origins.
Spontaneous human combustion occurs when a flame is ignited inside the body without any direct outside contact. Usually, SHC develops at the torso, and it usually leaves the person's belongings and clothes unharmed or undamaged in the process. Causes range anywhere from acts of the paranormal to a buildup of strangely concentrated gases that increase the concentration of blood alcohol content.
And there you have it. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Professor Ito. I am Ted Logan. Back to you.
Yikes, I wouldn't want to be a firefighter in that town. The fire alarms must be going off every hour. Let's hope that the situation will cool down, and soon. I am Edna Kababble. Back to you, Charles.
That's hot. Boy, do I like things when they catch on fire. Me too. Remember, fire can be dangerous, so play with it right. Now, let's go for crime.
Four students in Winthrop High School have escaped from room 212 under watch by Miss Walton. Mary Lou is at the scene now.
Bertha, it's complete chaos, pandemonium, no one is safe. 4 students, Jessica Hickey, Eunice Babbles, Edgar Allan Poe, and Byron Barnett have escaped from 212 and are on the loose to the public. One student, Jessica Hickey, was caught by the local police but broke free.
I don't know what happened. They told me to look out the window, and I did, and when I looked back, they were gone.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife, because maniacs are on the loose. What do you guys think about her?
She's crazy!
I've just been notified that all buildings are on lockdown. Stay inside for your own safety.
How long should residents remain in lockdown?
Bertha, they said until everyone has been taken into custody.
Go ahead. Thank you, Mary Lou. Now, what? Okay, Jess Hickey has just been caught again.
Good job. Remember, Sheldon, no one's above the law, except for me. No, I'm just joking. No one's above the law. WHS is going to Costa Rica. Here's Maggie Beagle with the international news. Hola, Maggie.
Thank you, Crash. Winthrop High School's Spanish students are gearing up to go on another fun adventure to the beautiful country of Costa Rica. After last year's successful trip to Spain, the Spanish department is excited to take more students on this wonderful adventure. Here's Emily with more information.
Gracias, Maggie. Emily Dean estoy aquí en el vestibilo de español de Escuela de Winthrop.
EF Tours is a group that
focuses on having as many students be able to travel throughout the world as possible at the most affordable price. I brought 9 students to Spain last April, where we were able to go all over the country, including a Real Madrid soccer game, all the historical sites, the churches, the cathedrals, and we are having 6 more kids go to Costa Rica next April, where it'll be a little bit different, not so much historical, but it's a little bit more of a tropical trip.
Thank you, Emily. That was today's international news. I'm Maggie Vito. Back to you, Crash.
Wow, looks like it's going to be a fiesta.
Yes. See. Yes, it does.
What else? I sure do. I am so hungry. Oh wait, that's not it. Here's Amy with more.
Thanks, Charles. Today's top drama story is really spinning out of control. Let's go right to the action with Tabitha Torres. Tabby?
At auditions this year, there was an unprecedented amount of people who auditioned. A total of 38 students tried out for this year's dinner theater, Life is a Highway. Surprisingly, all were accepted. This is a far cry from the usual 19 that perform. In order to fit all 38 kids, directors Jamie Montesano and Dave Lamina had to take a different approach from previous years. This year, kids were split up into different groups, and each group has a specific number of songs that they perform. Not everyone will be in all the numbers, which is a huge difference than the performances that everyone has been used to.
Today I'm here interviewing Mariah Goldblatt, who has 2 solos in this year's production and has done dinner theater since she was a freshman. Hello, Mariah.
Hello, Tabby.
So why don't you explain your feelings to me a little bit about this year's dinner theater revamp?
Sure. So I have mixed feelings about this year's dinner theater. I'm really excited that we could take everyone, but I know some people aren't happy with the fact that there weren't a lot of cuts because the space is really small, and since we took such a large number of people, I'm afraid of potential disasters that could occur in the small space that we perform in.
Right. Can you explain the groups to me a little bit further? It seems like a pretty unfamiliar concept to all of you.
Sure. So in the past, we've made cuts without a problem, and we haven't had to split up into groups because everyone's just been able to fit in the space, and that was that. But this year, since we took so many people, we've been separated into soloists, featured singers, featured dancers, and the ensemble, and each group gets a specific number of songs that they'll perform.
But thanks so much for your input, and I wish you guys the best of luck this year.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tabby. It should be an interesting show this year. Don't forget to purchase your tickets. The show dates are January 30th through the 27th. I know I'll be there. Let's head back to Charles' in the studio. Charles?
Thank you. Seems like it's going to be a great show. I can't wait. Now we go from drama on the stage to drama on the court next. Here's a winter sports preview.
Thank you, Crash. The boys basketball team had a disappointing end to the season last year. They lost to St. Mary's in the first round of the tournament, who went on to win the state championship. The boys are really hoping to turn it around this year and get further into the tournament. Dave Sobadella managed to get onto the court with the team.
Thank you, Kayla. The boys are really expecting to bounce back this year and really make a run for it. I managed to get a few highlights from the first game.
Junior Cody Watson who inbounds it to senior Jeff Laguerre, who dribbles up the court past 2 Malden players. Back to Cody Watson for the easy layup. And here we have the inbound to senior captain Irvin De Jesus, who dribbles, passes the ball back to Laguerre, who then passes it back to Irvin, who dribbles up the court and makes a tough pass to fellow captain Joshua Babb. Back to Laguerre, who makes a tough basket.
Hopefully they achieve their goals and make the fans happy for the upcoming season. Now how about the Lady Vikings basketball team?
The girls are off to a hot 2-0 start with close wins over Swampscott and Gloucester. I managed to get a clip from their practice.
As you can see here, the girls working extremely hard, practicing. It's late at night here and they're still at the gym. They're really trying to work hard to keep that undefeated season alive. They're currently 5-0 with a really tough opponent coming up this Friday, which would be Danvers.
I was able to catch up with the captains for the boys and girls Vikings basketball team, as well as the coach of the girls basketball team, Coach Oyola. How are you guys looking this season?
So far pretty good. We're off to a 2-0 start. The girls have been working really hard in practice. We had 3 scrimmages before the season started. We looked pretty good in all 3, so I was confident going into the season. And, pulled out a close one versus Swampscott first game, 3-point win, and then we had a 12-point victory at Gloucester. So we improved a lot from the first to the second game, I thought. So far I'm pretty satisfied how we're doing. I think overall the team goes, just to get better, number one, obviously throughout the season. each and every game, each and every practice. I think some of our team goals this year, the girls said, was try and defend our home court and try and win every game this year on our home floor. And probably the other thing would be to try and win a South Conference title.
What are your expectations for the year?
Well, it's my senior year. I'm hoping to have a strong season. Past couple of seasons haven't been so good, but I think we're looking good this year and we're excited.
What are your expectations for the year?
Well, we have a few team goals that we're trying to achieve this year. The first one is just get better every single game. We work hard in practice every day, trying to improve our game every single game that we play. Hopefully, if we keep getting better every game, we'll finish with a good record and qualify for the state tournament. We also like to win an NEC South title this year and go on to win the state championship.
Thank you, Dave. Hopefully both basketball teams have a positive outcome this year. I'm Caleb Side with Viking TV-15, backseat crash.
Wow. So excited about sports. I love sports. So do I. Are you hot or not? Here's Claire.
Hey Fashionistas, it's me Claire. Today we have a very exciting segment of Hot or Not.
You better work!
Live in the halls of Winthrop High School, we have the one and only Brooke scoping out the latest fashions.
Thanks, Claire. Hey everyone, I'm here live in the Winthrop High School hallways about to scope out the hottest fashion trends at third lunch. Here I go. Oh my god, Claire, would you look at her ensemble? So trendy.
Well, anyways, now I would like to congratulate the Best Dressed 2013 recipients, Renee Lopresti and James Oliver.
Wow, best dressed? Your mom must be so proud. I'm truly honored to be in your presence. Now tell me, how does it feel to be best dressed?
It feels good, I guess.
What is your favorite article of clothing?
I would have to say my red blazer.
Wow, sounds so stylish.
Wet your lips and smile to the camera.
Such an inspirational girl right there. Brooke is now fed up with James Oliver.
Hey James, your taste in fashion is astonishing. Now tell me, how does it feel to be best dressed?
Good, I guess. Yeah.
Wow, sounds like an awesome feeling.
I guess it is, yeah.
One last question. Who do you look towards as your fashion icon?
My brother, John.
I hope you all took notes because they sure are very stylish. Unfortunately, not everyone is as blessed as they are. Brooke is now scoping out the not-so-hot fashions at Winthrop High School.
This is such a horrendous sight. Check out this student at fourth lunch looking extra cheesy today.
Definitely not hot, but hey, you are what you eat. Well, on that note, I think that wraps up things for today. Live from the studio, Claire, and remember, you can dress hot or not.
Thanks, Claire. I'll be sure to follow up with those fashion trends. Seems like you already are. You're wearing a champion sweater. So are you. Oh well. Alright, now let's get into some old news. Let's go down to Colleen, who has news on the pep rally.
Thanks, Charles. I'm Colleen O'Keefe with today's latest breaking news. Winthrop High School senior Nick Amasucci was said to have cheated during the pie eating contest and the pep rally. Even though he chipped his tooth, they're considering taking back the results. Now to the proof of this incident.
Hi, I'm Sophie Gillespie, live from Winthrop High School with Nick Amatucci, where he was caught cheating in the pie eating contest. This happened in November and is now becoming a school-wide scandal. Nick, are you ready to watch the footage?
Why not?
Here's the video. Nick's cheating. As you can see, his hands have touched the table. No one's even noticing. Here's the proof, ladies and gentlemen. Nick is a cheater.
Well, there it is, folks. Nick, how do you feel about this?
Honestly, I don't even care. I think it's ridiculous that they're even reconsidering bringing the votes back. I mean, I'm a senior. I did what I had to do to win.
Didn't you chip your tooth while doing the pie eating contest?
Yeah, that's another thing.
Well, we'll see what your peers have to say about this. I'm Sophie Gillespie, live at Winthrop High School with Student Council President Mike Laside. Mike, why didn't you say anything when you saw Nick cheating in the pie eating contest?
Well, at the time, there was no witnessing of any cheating during the pie eating contest. But we have our top investigators on the job, and we are going to see if there's any foul play involved in this activity.
Good, thank you. Here with me I have Erin O'Leary, Senior Event Planner. How do you feel about the conspiracy about Nick cheating?
I'm disgusted. You know, I take these pep rallies very seriously, and I've known Nick since preschool, and I'm just appalled that he would even think of doing that.
Thank you, Erin, for your input.
Thanks, Sophie, for the compelling breaking news. Go to www.viking15.com to put in your input. I'm Colleen O'Keefe. Have a nice day. Back to you, Charles.
Wow, remember the pep rally? Yeah. Wow, that was so much fun. When the seniors beat everyone, that was awesome. What's next? Now we have weather with Carol.
Thank you, Crash. Good morning, Boston. Overall, beautiful day. Highs of 56, lows of 42, with 60% humidity. Over in the North Shore around Peavey and Danvers is 60% rainfall later on in the day. And Worcester, 90% rainfall later on in the day. They'll clear up around 3 o'clock. So, overall, beautiful day. In Winthrop, it'll be very windy, so don't wear a hat. Nice day to walk the beach, though. The waves are extra high. Let's bring it to Caroline Cash with the field report.
Here we are in the hallway of Winthrop High School, where it's extremely cold.
Oh my gosh, it's like freezing. Like, I'm so cold. The school needs heaters.
Well, the school needs heaters. Alright, back to you, Caroline, with the 5-day forecast.
Thanks, Caroline. Now to the 5-day forecast. On Monday, a 70% chance of rain, windy, partly cloudy. Highs of 56, lows of 42. On Tuesday, mostly sunny, highs of 50 and lows of 38. On Wednesday, mostly sunny, 75% humidity. Highs of 45, feels like 56, lows of 40. On Thursday, quick change of weather. We have a cold front coming down from a blizzard in Canada. We will receive heavy snowfall and highs of 28 and lows of 13. Make sure to be extra careful, it will be very icy. On Friday, possible chance there will still be lots of snowfall, not as much as Thursday, but expected to clear out for the weekend because it looks like a good one.
That is an accurate forecast. Yes, it was. And that concludes our program. You've been here with VTV Channel 15 News with Crash Cooper. I'm Charles Hawkins. You stay classy, planet Earth.